Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us here on What's Brewing with Jim and Gigi on this Wednesday morning. A little foggy to start your day, especially early this morning. I know when we were both heading to work today, we were talking about the thick fog out there. Sounds like it's kind of
much
lessened.
better.
Yeah, it's better.
Much better.
Now.
Yeah, and that's the deal with fog. It's so tough. Fog is one of the toughest things to forecast, but it's certainly got real thick, enough so where the National Weather Service put out dense fog advisories through 9 a.m. We had visibilities under 1/10 of a mile in many areas, but that has really improved. And the reason it has, clouds have moved in overhead. And when you get clouds aloft, it really puts the kibosh on fog developing at the surface. You really need clear skies overhead to get the fog going. So when the clouds came in, fog said, I'm out. That leaves us in pretty good shape. And I'll talk more about that in a little bit.
Okay, awesome.
Yep.
Well, before we talk about the rest of the forecast, yesterday was election day for the 2026 primaries. We saw a lot of different races across Eastern Carolina and statewide as well. There were open U.S. House and Senate seats, as well as, local sheriff's races. So we're going to take a quick look at some of the results that are on our elections page right now. This is, if you go onto our website, WITN.com, right on the top of your screen, there is the elections tab. And if you click that, it'll give you all of the elections that we've tracked so far. So as you can see in the U.S. Senate race, the Democratic nomination went to Roy Cooper. And on the Republican side, Michael Whatley, who was endorsed by President Donald Trump, he won that primary seat. In the closely watched first district, U.S. House first district race, the Republican candidate is Lori Buckout, so she'll be facing Don Davis come November in that general election. And as we're going down the line, you could just take a look, scroll through, and see all of the different races, both on the U.S. level as well as the state level. One other one that I wanted to bring up on the county side, in Pitt County, we had the race between Paula Dance and Richie Williams for sheriff. In that race, if I can find it really quickly. I got to go down. It's all in alphabetical order, so if you just scroll down to P, you should be able to find Pitt County. There we go. Pitt County Sheriff Paula Dance winning that primary there, 82.9% of the vote there. And then the final race that we wanted to touch on and also bring a story to you this morning is in Beaufort County, and that is between, that's the Republican primary for sheriff between incumbent Sheriff Scott Hammonds as well as his challenger Kelly Cox. Our Charlene Richards was out last night speaking to both of them about the race and the results that ended up coming into fruition.
As polls closed on Tuesday night, election results slowly trickled in for a race that's drawn attention across the county, the Beaufort County Republican primary race for sheriff. Incumbent Sheriff Scott Hammonds, who was elected to the role in 2022, won against his challenger Kelly Cox, a current Craven County deputy, by just over 300 votes. He shared his reaction to election results.
Hey, I'm really excited how they turned out, and I just want to say thank you to my supporters, Beaufort County. I think the outcome is exactly what Beaufort County deserves, and once again, I appreciate them. Very humbled.
Kelly Cox, who left the Beaufort County Sheriff's Office for a deputy job in Craven County in 2022 and planned to return back to Beaufort County if selected, said he was glad to have ran and thanked voters and his community for their support.
Anytime you run, you want the results to go into your favor, but that's a good thing about democracy. You gotta, when the people speak, you gotta accept the results, right? We knew going up against an incumbent that, it comes with its own set of challenges and everything like that. But I'm incredibly proud of, our campaign team, my family, my wife, my children.
Sheriff Scott Hammonds will now face Democratic candidate for Sheriff Corey Dixon of Aurora in this year's November general election.
One of the biggest things, I want to build a better relationship between law enforcement and the community. I don't want to make any personal jabs at anyone. I just want to address the issues that we have.
Okay, so after that race last night, like Charlene mentioned there, we will now in November see on the ballot Sheriff Scott Hammonds as the Republican candidate and Corey Dixon as the Democratic candidate for Beaufort County Sheriff.
Yeah, I bet you all those people that were running today, it's like, okay, let's relax.
Yeah, sigh of relief, because
It's a
it's a
long,
lot
hard
of work,
run.
long
Yes.
process, lots
Yeah.
of campaigning. But I did
ton of
see in Charlene's story, she did mention yesterday that we were taking a look at all the voter turnout, how many people showed out. I believe it was over 10,000 people in Beaufort County. So really great to see so many of you participating in the elections yesterday.
Yeah, and congrats to all the winners. And it looks like no highly contested races, at least right now, so that's good to see as well.
Yeah, I don't think we have any runoffs or really
Yeah.
close elections,
Good.
especially here in our area. I think there are some
Gotcha.
other parts of North Carolina, but we will see how everything pans out.
All right, let's get into the weather a little bit. And again, the fog status is much improved from where it was a few hours ago. I mean, when I was coming to work, I had to kind of white-knuckle it for a little bit. Visibility was a few hundred feet, so we are much better now. We'll switch over to the weather computer. The foggy start giving way to mostly sunny skies and driving the air temp up into the mid-70s this afternoon. Yesterday we made it to the mid to a few upper 60s. We'll get well into the 70s, I think, today. Not quite 80. That'll be tomorrow. So I tell you the fog's gone, then I show you zero in New Bern. Pockets of fog here and there. This is not nearly as widespread and thick as it was, but you can see Jacksonville, New Bern, still a few of you dealing with some thicker fog here and there. The general trend here has been clearing. And that'll be clear skies overhead down there near the coast, allowing the fog to develop and stick around down there. You can see that fog thinning out on the model data as we get towards the next couple of hours. And then enjoy the afternoon hours, that sunny sky. I'll get into the numbers for you. Satellite radar wants those clouds towards the end of this loop. I'm taking you through the overnight. That little waft or that little area of cloud sliding in from the west, again, that's what's helped that fog to clear a bit and leave us looking like this. Clouds overhead, but no fog. At street level, Washington, it's a gorgeous shot. 50 degrees, very little wind, just a smidge of a breeze coming in out of the southwest as we get to mid to late morning. Greenville at 5-2. Feels pretty good. I mean, long sleeves or a light jacket, you'll be all right with that for a few hours. There's some fog that's rebuilt down in New Bern. That was a clear shot. You could see the bridge an hour ago. So that fog kind of rebuilding a little bit. 49 on the thermometer. There's all our air temps right now. Excuse me. Let's call it 50, give or take. High mark looks like Hatteras at 5-3, and our low spot, a husky at 46 degrees out the door right now. And the wind's about 5 maybe out of the west. Afternoon high, 76 degrees inland. Subtract 10 on the coast, 10 to 15. Low 60s, Outer Banks, Nags Head, Kill Devil Hills, Kitty Hawk, Rodanthe, Wave, Salvo, Avon, Frisco, Buxton, 61, 62. And then the Crystal Coast from Emerald Isle back to North Topsail Beach. All points in between. I think 65, give or take, a good number for you guys down there. Pretty nice by beach standards. And the winds on the coast, I think 10-ish should cover. You can see that breeze. There's your afternoon. Southwest wind, bringing that nice warm air in with sunshine, working in concert to get that warm temp up there. Tomorrow, let me get you into the overnight tomorrow. Still a south-southwest wind, a little stronger on the breeze, a little warmer on the thermometer. We'll take our mid-70s today, flirt with 80 tomorrow afternoon, and then just get used to hearing that every day through the weekend. And it looks like just about all of next week, mid to upper 70s to low 80s every single day. What a start to March, folks. Satellite radar, the wide shot, we'll stretch it out for you, and you can see those numbers generally, or the map showing that front to the north and kind of hanging out up there for the next several days. There'll be some big thunderstorms, folks, rumbling from Missouri all the way to Texas. The next 2, 3, even 4 afternoons, the way it looks right now. Severe weather out west. Not over us. Nothing over us. Early fog to mostly sunny skies the next several days. There's later today. Take you into tomorrow morning. Map still looks good. Mild start. Warm finish. Mid-50s early. Near 80 later. And again, dealing with generally mostly sunny skies. The model data, I'll take you into late week. You can see still quiet over us Friday. No rain. I think mostly sunny skies again for Friday. And even Saturday should be good. The front out to the west finally starts to move eastbound. That means more big storms down on the Gulf Coast from Texas into Louisiana, lifting up into Mississippi. But by the time that front approaches us late Sunday morning, you can see we look pretty good. Sunday midday okay, and then Sunday afternoon, evening. Front's approaching, slowing down as it does so and weakening, but nevertheless, looks like a decent chance for some rain late day Sunday into the overnight, and that front may be lingering into Monday with some showers. And I put a thunderstorm chance in there as well. So you saw that contrast, the frontal boundary cold to the north of it, northern tier of the U.S., and then the warm stuff 80 or better to 90, southern Texas. That'll be later this afternoon, and we'll keep that kind of temperature profile going into the weekend as well. The cold air locked to the north, and out in the mountains out west, they're chilly. But you go from the Ohio River Valley through the Gulf Coast, it is more like late spring than late winter. 80, 81 degrees Friday, Saturday. We go into Saturday night, get into bed, push that clock forward 1 hour, maybe go to bed an hour early to compensate for the loss of an hour of sleep. Sunday, showers, PM, rumble of thunder possibly late Sunday night. Those numbers will change. I say this all the time, but I like to kind of always remind you, when you get 5, 6, 7 days out, it's a guideline on how things are going to go. You can't go too detail specific that far out. This should tell you a rain chance late weekend, early next week. Time shifting, how much rain, still working on that. Warm temps, those are legit, near 80 every day, Thursday all the way through the middle of next week, Gigi, with the overnights not getting much below 60 out there. So we're going to enjoy it, and I really think that warm run will have the weeds cranking, the pollen will be cranking up, some of the mowers will be getting an early start this year, the allergy sufferers a little early kick. I'm going to start pulling my pollen tracker out, stock up on the allergy meds. We're going to get an early start this year.
Yeah, I don't miss that pollen tracker graphic, but here we are. Got to get into it, especially as we're approaching the springtime season. I want your thoughts on Casey's comment over on Facebook there. Putting my winter gear away. Do you think it's safe to say that yet?
No, but Casey, if you're feeling it, then yeah, go ahead and store it away. Then when we get a cold snap, I want you to get online here and say, Jim, you were right, I was wrong. Okay, we can agree on that. You know, there's not going to be a lot more cold air from this stage out, but I think we'll get a few more freezing nights probably here and there. But yeah, the threat of snow is pretty much done. Wintry weather.
Well, that's good.
Highly unlikely. It's very rare to get winter weather in March, and if it does, it's usually early March, 1980. Big storm, those of you who are around for that. But with the temperatures in the 80s, forget about it. We're talking severe weather risk and no winter weather risk.
Well, that's great to hear. But I know you mentioned yesterday as well, kind of hold off on kind of planting, growing as well, because we do have the potential for a few last freeze, still a few weeks away. And
you can get seed in the ground before the last freeze. It's once things start to come out of the ground, that's when you get the damage. They're okay under the soil. So I think we're going to plant probably here in Greenville. We're in Grifton. Somewhere the last few days of March, we're going on a vacation. I'd like to get stuff planted before we leave in late March. And I feel pretty good about doing that late this month. You guys on the coast in the next week or so, given the way the temps are going, you're probably okay to do it now, but wait a little bit longer just in case.
Sure. And then also just want to say good morning to George. George is saying almost beach time. That's right. You can definitely walk the beaches now, just can't get in the water just yet. Don't get too excited.
I love the beach in the wintertime, though.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
The tourists aren't there. Everything is, you can go anywhere you want without being swarmed. The water temp's still in the 40s, George, so we'll hold off on jumping in the surf. But yeah, throw a towel out or walk the beaches, grab some shells, enjoy the beautiful scenery and the low prices on lodging. Long weekends on the beach this time of the year, you save a bunch of money on lodging.
All right, well, thank you for the update, Jim. And thank you all for joining us this morning. We'll be back at 8 a.m. for another news and weather update. Have a great day.
That's the best.